A parking lot at sunset. One car gleams, leased for $70,000. Next to it, a sun-faded sedan with paid-off plates, quiet as a whisper. Charlie Munger would nod at the owner of the second car. Here's the riddle. Why does the person with real money look like they're losing the display game? A single choice can tell the story. Save $500 a month for 15 years at 7%, and you cross $150,000 without a single status purchase. The applause is silent, but the account grows loud. That contrast powers the entire episode. This is Wealth Mentor Pro, where every lesson is a step closer to your freedom. Today, we walk into a mindset that feels invisible in the moment and undeniable later. Stealth wealth. Exposed why millionaires look broke. Charlie Munger-Inspired. By the end, you'll have a simple map you can follow starting tonight. No spreadsheets, just calm, repeatable moves. Think of money like navigation. The best captains ignore the shoreline noise and follow the compass. You can do the same. Skip the $1,200 annual phone upgrade, spend $120 to replace the battery, and route the remaining $1,080 straight into your freedom fund. Do that twice, and you've quietly paid for a month of rent or a year of utilities. Start by freezing one lifestyle line, phone, car extras, or clothes for 90 days and move the savings automatically. The cost of ignoring this is real. Your fixed expenses swell like a rising tide, and every raise you earn gets swallowed before it can change your life. What happens when friends steer toward the flashy harbor and invite you along? Use your budget like a sea chart. The reefs are small expenses that repeat 12 times a year, scraping the hull until you slow to a crawl. 2 unused $14.99 subscriptions, plus an internet bill renegotiated from $85 to $60, frees $54 a month, or $648 a year, without a single sacrifice you'll notice after 2 weeks. Tonight, scan your fixed bills and call 2 providers with the same sentence. I found a lower rate. Can you match it, or I'll cancel? That one call, 10 minutes each, protects future raises from disappearing into the reef. The quiet shift is powerful. As your monthly burn drops, every dollar of new income becomes investable oxygen. Still, a question nags. Does cutting mean living smaller? Here's the smoother route. Use a lighthouse instead of a spotlight. A spotlight screams, "Look at me." A lighthouse guides you safely with minimal flair. Rename 3 accounts right now: Freedom Fund, Option B, and non-negotiables. Set automatic transfers on payday, money to Freedom and Option B first, then bills. Automate means the transfer happens without your permission each time. When you spend first, you argue with willpower every hour. When you save first, your life glides. And something unexpected happens. Once your wealth grows in quiet accounts, the need to prove anything shrinks. So how do you enjoy life today without drifting off course? Here's a grounded answer that also explains why viewers mistake stealth for stinginess. People who look broke often insist on low ongoing costs, so their choices stay wide. Lower burn gives them room to pick moments of joy on purpose, not out of stress. They splurge in 1 or 2 places that matter and keep everything else boring. That balance looks underwhelming from the outside and feels amazing on the inside. Want numbers that make it obvious? If you reclaim just 1 hour a day by removing money stress, no late fees, no emergency scrambles, that's over 360 hours a year. 9 40-hour work weeks. Imagine putting those weeks into your health, a skill, or your family. That's the kind of wealth people rarely see but always feel. But here's what almost no one tells you. Stealth wealth isn't about hiding. It's about designing. It's choosing quiet systems that keep you rich in options even when no one is watching. Midway reminder so you know you're in the right place. Stealth Wealth Exposed, Why Millionaires Look Broke, Charlie Munger-Inspired. If you've learned a low-key money habit that changed everything, drop it in the comments so someone else can use it tonight. Now, the 3 rules that make this simple, sustainable, and human. Own the cash flow. Rent the symbol. Symbols impress today and invoice you tomorrow. Cash-flowing assets pay you while you sleep. Drive a reliable $12,000 used car and invest the $500 monthly difference you'd otherwise spend on a $32,000 loan and higher insurance. Over 7 years at 7%, that gap can grow past $50,000. Symbols like cars and the newest gadgets melt in value. Assets like broad market funds, a small cash-flowing side hustle, or a room you rent out tend to pay you back. You can still taste luxury. Rent the tux for the wedding or the convertible for a weekend. You get the feeling without marrying the bill. The deeper benefit is psychological. When your identity isn't stapled to objects, every decision gets lighter. Set ceilings, not spreadsheets. A ceiling is a clear limit that fits on one page and guides choices in a second. Cap housing at 25 to 30% of take-home pay, total transport at 10%, and fund money at $200 a month while you build a $5,000 emergency fund. That structure cuts decision fatigue and protects you on autopilot when life gets loud. If your numbers won't fit, adjust the timeline or the category, but keep the ceilings. Constraints create creativity. Write your ceilings on a one-page money map and check it in 30 seconds on Sundays. Clarity kills panic. Automate the gap the day you get paid. The gap is income minus essentials. If you move it first, you save and invest before you feel rich, turning willpower into a system. Set $300 per paycheck to the Freedom Fund, $100 to a skills account, and $50 to a joy jar. That's $450 per paycheck, or $11,700 a year if paid twice monthly. Name the accounts with purpose because labels make money sticky. Protect raises too. For the first year after any raise, send 70% to wealth and 30% to lifestyle. Review your automation every 90 days. When it feels normal, nudge it up by $25 to $50. Small bumps compound into big control. Let's make this feel real. Want nice things now? Good. Choose one vivid luxury you'll truly remember each year instead of 12 forgettable ones. A $1,200 trip with someone you love beats a dozen $100 impulse buys. You can't recall. The math is the same. The memory isn't. That single decision keeps your plan intact and your life vibrant. If your take-home is $3,200 a month, a 30% housing ceiling is $960. If you're paying $1,200, pick a route. Increase income, house hack a room for $300, or flex other ceilings for a season. None of those choices are painless, but all are possible. If your income is $4,000, 30% gives you $1,200. The principle protects both situations because it forces trade-offs into daylight. When trade-offs are visible, you regain control. You might be wondering where to start tonight. Freeze one category for 90 days. Call 2 providers tomorrow and reduce fixed costs by $30 to $60 each. Rename 3 accounts before you sleep and set the transfers for the morning you're paid. These moves feel small. Repeated, they become character. Character becomes outcomes. Let's return to the compass. Systems are the keel that keeps the boat steady when the water gets choppy. Choose 3: automatic savings, ceilings, and a review on the first Sunday each month. That's 12 check-ins a year, 20 minutes each, 4 hours total to steer thousands of dollars with intention. Quiet habits, loud results. Remember the latte debate? At $5 a day, that's $150 a month. Useful, yes, but the big rocks move the shoreline. Lower housing by $150, insurance by $30, and a car payment by $100, and you've freed $280 a month, or $3,360 a year. That's a paid emergency fund in under 18 months, or the seed money for a small venture that adds $200 a month in income. Big rocks first, always. There's also a simple way to enjoy life while staying on course. Schedule joy before the week starts and prepay when you can. Coffee with a friend, a $12 midweek movie, a Saturday picnic. When joy is planned, you don't roam hungry through stores or apps looking for a feeling. You live it on purpose and move on. Here's a quick check you can try this weekend. Open your banking app and add up last month's automatic payments. Subscriptions, insurance, phone, streaming, gym. If the total is over 20% of take-home pay, you're sailing heavy. Drop it by 2 percentage points this month, maybe $40 to $80, then again next quarter. That's how ships pick up speed, not by new engines alone, but by throwing excess overboard. One more number to keep in your pocket. If you redirect $200 a month from lifestyle creep into assets for 10 years at 7%, you'll cross $34,000 without feeling like you missed life. Pair that with the earlier used car example, and you're past $80,000 from 2 decisions most people don't notice you made. And because this is for real people with real timelines, expect seasons. A new baby, a job change, a medical bill. The ceilings help you flex without breaking the mast. Maybe fun money pauses for 3 months while you refill the emergency fund. Maybe the skills account gets a temporary boost so you can finish a certification that raises your income by $400 a month. Season shift. Your compass stays. Now the payoff we seeded at the start. A simple equation for the fridge. Wealth equals assets times time, status equals price minus signal. Choose assets that compound with time, index funds, skills that raise your hourly rate, a simple business that throws off $150 a month. Choose signals that cost little but speak clearly. Clean shoes, a well-fitting shirt, being on time. A $40 haircut and calm eye contact signal care. A $4,000 watch often signals a payment plan. Pick the first signal. Own the first equation. Picture that parking lot again. The 10-year-old sedan, the calm driver, a faint coffee smell in the cabin. No rattles, no panic. They're not hiding, they're navigating. Their money decisions are quiet, and their life is loud in the places that matter. If you replay this with a notebook, you'll find 3 rules, practical examples, and a path you can start tonight. The next step is straightforward. Grow your freedom fund from $1,000 to $25,000 with a simple ladder you can climb even on a busy schedule. For more like this, subscribe and watch the video that's now on your screen.